take a yoga block or some sort of pillow or head support and lay down on one side. If you need more assistance, I would suggest mirroring me, so you would lay on your right side so you can follow along my top leg here. We want to go kind of semi-fetal, so our thighs are out in front of us. I want you either gripping your palms together for tension in the upper body or placing your hands on the floor for stability. Take this top leg and pull the thigh towards your chest. As you pull the thigh towards your body, you're going to start lifting your leg to the ceiling. Beginning in hip car here, we're going to get stuck in this corner where the thigh is close to the chest and up toward the ceiling. At this position, we're going to turn the hip inwards, which reaches the foot back, right? I want to keep turning in that way. Keep reaching back. Keep turning in, keep reaching back. Now here, don't want to feel your belt buckle tipping away from your face, right? You're pushing your leg back so you feel your butt cheek and your hamstring, but you don't feel your belly button tip or your belly opening and your low back arching. Keep pushing back, let that leg drift down. Now right here, pay special attention. This is that corner of abduction and extension I was referring to at the beginning of class. So we are pushing back, we're letting the hip come down, and we find this spot where we can't go farther back, we can't go farther down. Still should be pushing back. Now let's start lifting up. So we're going to lift the leg, trying to keep the pelvis and stomach in the same position. Lift as high as you can, trying to keep the foot the same height as the knee. When you're stuck in this corner, hips should be squeezing nice and tight. We're going to turn the thigh back. So your knee's pointing at a certain spot in the wall. Keep it pointing at the same spot. You're going to twist your thigh back, sending your foot forwards. Pull your knee towards your armpit. Keep sending your foot forwards. Belly hasn't moved. Belt hasn't moved. Legs coming into the chest and then down to the floor. Cool. All right. One hip car on that side. It was super slow, I know. Let's go to the other side. Opposite side. So again, semi-fetal. We have our thighs in front of us. This gives us a good way to be stable for rocking forward and backward, but secondarily what it does for us is if this leg, this bottom leg is forward, when I kick back, it's really tough to cheat and let my back get involved. So it's really hard to tip my belt away. If this leg is back here, I can arch my back inadvertently very easily. All right, so let's keep that bottom thigh forwards. Top thigh, well, hands can go either here or here. Top thigh is coming towards your chest. You're practicing moving your hip. So your hip car may not look like mine. Go as far as you can in each direction. So right now we're coming into the body and up toward the ceiling. You're gonna get stuck wherever you get stuck. Freeze in that position. Thigh isn't aligned, fingertips on the knee for accuracy. We're gonna twist the heel back without moving the kneecap. Then we're going to keep that twist going as we reach back. And at the other spot where I ask you to twist your thigh, we're looking for that same sense of accuracy. So now we're looking for that back corner. We're kicking back and we're letting our leg come down to the ground. Still kicking back. Still got this other leg in front. Find that corner. You're trying to push back. You're trying to go to the floor. You can't go any farther in either direction. Just feel this position. What is it like? What do you feel at your knee and your hip? What do you feel at your belly? Keep pushing back. Start lifting up. Reverse direction now. When you can't lift any higher, you should have a really strong squeeze in this muscle. Same thing, thigh in a line. We're going to send that foot forward, which turns the thigh back. Still turning back, still crossing that ankle in front. Knee homing in toward the chest. Down, through. Great. All right, let's flip it over. Back to the other side. Now, this time what we're going to do is modify our side lying base. So first, instead of being all the way over here, we're going to be on an elbow. Second, bottom thigh. So if you're mirroring me, your right thigh, we're going to make sure it's about 90 degrees relative to our chest and our torso. So pointing straight in front. Bottom leg. Now, I'm going to spin so you can see. We want to first send it back as far as it goes. Now for you, you might be up here. Cool. As long as that's as far as it goes, I want you to kick back until you get stuck. Notice this is not a straight line. My body, I don't know if you can see too well from that angle, my body's here and my hip goes there. It's not 180 degrees. So next, we found one aspect of that corner we've been talking about, right? That's how far back the hip goes. Next, if you feel like you can easily push your leg into the ground, we need to kick our bodies over a bit. So we're going to make this supporting arm effectively shorter by sending it away from us. And now if you see as I drop away, there's a point where, oh, my knee is now floating. I can't get my leg all the way to the ground. And I want you to find the spot where your knee is just barely supported. It's not floating, you're on your elbow. Freeze this position. We're working on this top back leg. So if you're mirroring me, it's your left. We're going to keep the knee on the ground. We're going to squeeze our hands together. We're going to internally rotate the hip, which lifts the ankle. Hold that. And then set it down. We're going to do a set of 6, okay? As you do this, we don't want your belt or pelvis to change position. So go ahead, turn that hip in, lift the ankle up, squeeze side hip muscle, hold it, 3, 2, 1, and set down. So I want you to apply very high efforts here. Start out with warm-up intensities, around 50% of your maximum effort. We're going to do a lot of these, and as we continue, I want you to start working at efforts of 70% or higher. Okay? Here's number 3 on this hip out of 6. Turn the thigh in, give me that 50%, heel up. Squeeze these muscles at 50% effort, and set down. 3 more. Lift, and down. All right, start giving me that 70%. Squeeze the hip fists together, get more tension in the body, and down. If you lift any weights, you know what a struggle is like, I want you to find that struggle. Squeeze, turn that thigh in, push up. 3, 2, 1, set down. All right, same position, opposite leg. Forward hip, right hip. We're going to turn the thigh outwards to pick the foot up. 50%. Set down. If you can't lift, that's okay. Just try. Turn out, 50%. Set down. Continues to start ramping your effort up. So maybe give me 55 or 60. We're going to do 3 more. You work as hard as you want. The harder you work, the more effective it is. Irradiate your upper body. Lift your foot. Sit down. 2 more. Lift. Sit down. Lift. Sit down. All right, returning to the back leg. Now, we're going to do one of these. We're going to lift off. We're going to add a layer. We're going to rotate to lift while continuing to apply an extension effort. So kicking your leg back, we're going to lift the knee up as high as we can without letting the thigh do this. All right, so you see you get an angle. You lift your foot up. You get your shin at an angle. You're going to keep that angle the same. Squeeze the knee back and up until you meet that sticking point where the angle wants to unwind. You don't let it. 3, 2, 1. Knees coming down first. Heel is still high. Then the foot comes down. We're going to do a set of 5. Heel up. Knee up. Keep that heel above the knee. Squeeze this side hip stuff. 3, 2, 1. Knee down first. Foot down second. 3 left. Heel. Knee, hold that angle. 3, 2, 1. Knee down first. Foot second. 2 more. Foot up. Come on, give me that effort. 70% or higher. Drive that heel and knee up. 3, 2, 1. Knee down. Foot down. Last one. Heel up. Irradiate the upper body. Knee up. 3, 2, 1, knee down, foot down. All right, let's give this elbow supporting side a rest. Let's go to the other side. We're doing the same drills. So, on the elbow over here, your left if you're mirroring me, we're going to find a position with the left leg straight in front, so 90 degrees between this thigh and your torso. The back leg, we want to establish maximum hip extension. So we're going to take this thigh, and without moving our pelvis, we're going to slide it back until we get stuck. Then we're going to shift this elbow away so we drop our torso until, our knee just lifted off. And then we're going to back up until that knee is in contact with the ground. So what we've done is establish that back corner of adduction extension so that we can practice rotating and working from this position. We're going to begin with the back leg rotational lift off. So the effort is to twist the thigh in, which lifts the foot up. None of this above it moves. 3, 2, 1, fade down. First few reps, 50% effort, warming up. Number 2, squeeze. Everybody's different. I want you to feel what is doing this effort for you and squeeze that stuff tighter. Set it down. Number 3, lift off. Set down. Number 4, lift off. A little bit more work, right? 60%. Set down. Lift off. Set down. One more time, lift off. And set down. Let me reiterate something, that it doesn't matter how high you're lifting. It matters how hard you're trying. Okay? Front leg, left leg. You're twisting the thigh. I want you to really think of this as a turning effort of the thigh. Turn the thigh outwards in order to pick the foot up. Hold. Set down. Again. Up. Set down. Number 3, still about 50%. And down. Now you hear me talk about irradiating, right? So the harder you try, the more you should be tensing your upper body. So let's bring that up now. Let's find that 60, 70%. Squeeze the fists, lift the foot, turn the hip. 3, 2, 1, set down. We're going 2 more times. Turn, lift, set down. 1 more time. Turn, lift, set down. Back leg, we're turning to lift the foot, holding the angle of the shin, irradiating and lifting the knee without losing the angle, so we don't want to see that, right? We're holding, 3, 2, 1, knee down first, foot down second. Number 2, heel up, we're doing 5. Knee up, squeeze, pelvis in position, angle the same. 3, 2, 1, knee down first, foot down second. Again, foot, crush those fists, up, knee down, foot down. 2 more left. Up at the heel, up at the knee, knee down, foot down. 1 more time. Foot up, knee up, squeeze, knee down, foot down.